This demonstration we're going to look at snapshots. The purpose of a snapshot is to allow me to revert my virtual machine back to a point in time. Now these aren't supposed to be used in production environments, they're really supposed to be used in test and dev environments or for short-term use to allow me to revert back if something goes wrong with the virtual machine. So generally what you would do is take a snapshot of the virtual machine before you made any changes. But what we're going to do here, first of all I am going to make a change to this virtual machine by just quickly creating a text document on the desktop, and we'll just call it Snapshot 1. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a snapshot of this virtual machine, and the purpose of the snapshot is to allow me to preserve this point in time. So click on our action button, click on snapshot. We now need to store it in a location, so we're going to store it with the virtual machine. So the location we're going to store this in, we're going to store an /program files, Microsoft Learning, 10215, drives, name of the virtual machine, MYC, CL1, and then the snapshots folder. So we'll just say yes to that. Next thing we'll do here is we'll just quickly pull up the HyperV Manager so we can see that the snapshot has been created. Next thing we're going to do is modify the desktop again, so we're going to create another new text document. So down here, into text document again, call this one Snapshot 2. And again we're going to take another snapshot of this virtual machine. So in the action button again, take another snapshot, specify the location, say yes to that. We can see snapshotting by coming to the HyperV Manager. So we can see the snapshots now being created. So we now have two snapshots in place. If we now have a look within this folder, what we should see is that the differencing disks have been created. So all we'll do here is we'll just come into Windows Explorer. So within Windows Explorer, all I've done is I've just opened up the folder with the virtual hard disks, and we can see the various differencing disks that have been created, and these are all snapshots of the virtual machine. So that proves they have worked. Next thing we're going to do here is we'll just minimize all this down. We'll just create one more new text document sitting on the desktop, and we'll just call this one New Data. And highlight that. So now what I'll do is I'll just revert to a snapshot just to prove that the snapshot has taken a point in time. So we'll come back up to our action button. We'll just come back to our revert button. Do I want to revert to the previous snapshot? Yes I do, so I'll just click revert. We can see the screen's blanked out, so virtual machine's currently turned off. It's reverting the changes. Starting up the virtual machine, I'll just pause the video while the virtual machine restarts. Okay, it's back up again. We can see Snapshot 1, Snapshot 2, New Data folder's gone. The other way I could have went through the snapshots is actually come to the HyperV Manager. Now what I could do is I could highlight the previous snapshot at this point here. As you can see, we can apply the snapshot, rename the snapshot to something more meaningful, export, delete the snapshot, and delete the snapshot tree. What we'll do here is we'll just actually apply the previous snapshot. So we'll just apply this again. What we'll do is just pause the video, and when we come back we should see that we've only got Snapshot 1 sitting on the desktop. So as we can see, Snapshot 1 now sitting on the desktop. Last thing I'll do here, now I'm happy with the way that the snapshots have worked, is I'll just delete all the snapshots and get the virtual machine to a stable state. So in the Snapshot Manager, we're just going to delete the entire snapshot subtree. We'll just come back to the console. Virtual machine is running. We'll come back to the HyperV Manager. We can see we're now sitting at this point here. We're back to the default state. So what it's done is it's merged all the snapshots from the now up into the parent virtual machine, and anything that was sitting below now, it has actually deleted them. So got rid of Snapshot 2 and the New Data snapshot as well. And that's the end of this very quick demonstration of snapshots. Thank you.